Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. It is 2024, a brand new year, and I have a feeling that this is going to be a good one. Now yes, I might have accidentally already almost set fire to the entire village, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Right now, it's time to get back to work and continue expanding our beautiful village. I've got quite a few ideas for the episodes to come, so let's get right into it and start today's action. And we're starting right over here in the warehouse. Well, if you can call it a warehouse, it's more like a ramshackle collection of chests that I've just plonked down as I needed them. And I think it's high time that we start organizing this mess. So today we're going to be designing and building a storage system and warehouse where we can put all of this nonsense. Now, if you're wondering why I'm checking my semi-super smelter, I've had a few issues with it, so I'm just checking if everything is still going alright, and it seems to be just fine. So with that out of the way, let's get out there and let's get planning our warehouse. So the first thing I need to decide is where exactly I want to put this. Now, I have been looking around and I think that this spot over here, right over there next to the chicken hut, might be the perfect place to put it. It's got access to the farmlands over there, it's got access to the village, and of course, it's got access, most importantly, to the chicken hut where all the hungry warehouse workers can go sit down and have some of Ma Sophie's delicious chicken. Additionally, it is right out here on the lake, and I also want to build a dock where the ships can come into port and get some goods and trade at the warehouse. And welcome to the back rooms. This is my creative design world where I prototype and design all of the things that eventually go into my hardcore survival world. Now, as you can see, here is the chicken head that proudly sits on top of the chicken hut. Over here, we've got the prototype that I designed for the chicken cooker itself. And then I've got a few bits and bobs that I'm working on over here. This is a timing system for a water elevator that I'm hoping to install into the mushroom. And here you can see a very early primitive version of it. And I'll quickly show you how that works. So we've got our button over here. And if we press that, it swaps out the magma block for some soul sand, which allows you to go up. And after appropriate time, it switches back to magma, which will allow us to come back down. Now this, of course, is going to go inside the mushroom, and I've already started designing an interior around it. So, a little sneak preview. Let's just take a quick look in here. And that's all you get. If you want to see more, you will have to wait for the episode on that to come out. But enough fooling about, let's get to our sorting system. And as I mentioned before, I want to design this thing as well because it's easy to go and look for a tutorial online and build it just like somebody else says, but I want to do this by myself. And I also want to include a shulker unloader, which I have designed myself as well. As you can see, here are some early prototype bits and pieces of it. I don't think this was particularly successful, but if we move over here, we can see what I call Mark 1. And this one was fully functional, except it was missing a few refinements and just a little bit of polish. So we moved on to Mark 2, which you can see right over here. And we've added a little bit of refinement, just a few extra things. But even Mark 2 was not quite finished just yet. As I started testing it with the rest of the sorting system, I picked up a few bugs along the way, and I had to come up with solutions for those. Now, this might not be the most compact redstone I've ever seen, but it's mine and it works. And here you can see this funny little gadget, which is one of the refinements that I added to solve one of the problems, and you can see it down there in action. And that brings us to Mark 3, the shulker box unloader that actually works. And there we have it, hooked up to the rest of the sorting system, and everything is going just fine. So with this entire system planned out, designed by myself, which I'm very proud of, it's time to move all of this into our actual survival world. So let's go. And the first thing we need to do over here is mark out exactly the area that we're going to need to build this entire system. It's going to be quite huge, As I said, my redstone isn't the most refined or the tiniest, but it works and I'm very happy with it. So it's time to get digging. We've got quite a bit of dirt and stone and stuff to remove over here, so let's get started on that. And taking a look at just how much material I need to remove here, I think this is going to take quite a while. So I'm going to need a beacon, and I'm going to need a time lapse. And there we go, the entire area has been dug out. I've dug the hole here, which is going to house my shulker box unloader. And yeah, standing here, it looks quite massive. However, we have the space, so there's no need to panic. And we've got the entire area flattened out, and I think it's time to go find some materials and get building. Now, there are two things that I know I need. I need some slime. I'm hoping that I have some slime around here somewhere because I need one sticky piston. Then I also need some blue ice to make my water streams work, and I am very, very confident that I have absolutely no ice whatsoever. So I think I'm just going to empty out a few of these shulker boxes, and then I'll set out in search of a snowy, icy biome and go get myself some ice. So let's get these empty, and then we'll go on a winter wonderland adventure. And yes, it's a little late for the Christmas music, but I am in an icy wonderland, and I am going to enjoy this as much as possible. Now, the first thing I want to do is get myself some of this packed ice over here, and see if I can actually turn that into blue ice. I haven't worked with ice much before, so I need to make sure that what I think I can do, I can actually do before I go flattening all of these mountains and end up with a bunch of ice that I can't really use. So I've got a few pieces of ice. Let's just land here, quickly make ourselves a crafting bench, and then we'll see if we can actually turn this packed ice into blue ice. As I said, I'm 99% confident that I can, but I just want to make 100% certain. And yes, there we go. We have some blue ice. So let's go take down a bunch of icebergs. And I have absolutely decimated this poor, poor landscape. The polar bears have run away. They are panicking because they have no more home. And I am feeling bad. But that's alright. Let's grab our bed. Let's grab our shulker box. Our pickaxe is also almost finished, so I'll need to make a quick trip to the gold farm and get that fixed up as well. But we have plenty and plenty of packed ice, which we can turn into blue ice, and then we can get busy building our sorting system and our warehouse. I'm just taking down this few final pieces over here just to make sure that I've destroyed everything thoroughly, and then we can make our way back home. And here we are. We've collected all of... Okay, that was slightly embarrassing. I tried to do something cool and I didn't have a rocket in my hand. Let's take to the skies and then let's make our way to the building site. I have collected most of what I need. However, I am still missing a sticky piston. So I'm heading over to the old home to see if I've got any slime lying about. I've got nothing in my monster box. I've got nothing in my ender chest. And this is looking like a rather sad situation. Oh, 3 sticky pistons. Awesome. Okay, that is what I need. So I pretty much have everything to start building. I've assembled a bunch of more stuff over here in a shulker box. All my redstone goodies that I'm going to be needing to build this thing. So let's just grab that quickly. As you can see, we've got all of our redstone goodies waiting for us. And with that, we can make our way over to the building site and start building. And our shulker box unloader is complete. Let's turn it on. Let's pop a shulker box in there, hit the button, and watch it in action. So it's unloading. It's done unloading. It breaks the shulker box, returns it to me in this chest. Is that not fantastic? And then down here, we have the goodies. I don't have the water column in there yet, so I think I'm going to add that and then give it another test. Alright, we have the water column pretty much done. Let's get that sign in there. One more piece of glass over here, and I've made a mess down there. I've completely messed up my redstone. Fortunately, it's an easy fix. We just put the torch down there, and then I just need to get this minecart rolling again. So let's just hop up here. Calm down, piston. There we go. It's working. It is fixed, and we have our water column up. So once again, it's time for a little test. I've got a shulker box with 8 iron over here. We're going to put that into the system. And then let's just stow this iron. We hit the button and we will see if it works. There it goes. Unloading. Done unloading. And there go the items. Fantastic. We've got our iron that we've put in and whoop, some more iron right over there. And this is working beautifully. Our shulker box is returned to us, so let's shut that off just to save on the noise, and then let's get busy with the rest of it. Now, I've been noticing the population dwindling over here in the village, but this is the saddest sight of it all. You'll notice that we do not have a single solitary mason remaining, and they're not up in the rooms. I don't think they're anywhere to be found over here. Not in here either. And I don't think it's possible that they could have got out either, because I've blocked off all the doors to make sure that they cannot get out, which means that they are most probably no longer with us. And that's very, very sad. And I mainly blame this big guy over here in the middle. Now, my working theory is that a zombie spawned around here somewhere, probably in the closet because it's nice and dark and big enough for them to spawn in there. And then he must have turned all of my masons into zombies themselves, and in turn, they were promptly taken out by Big Guy. So the first thing I'm going to do is light it up in here. And I've been thinking about what I'm going to do next. Now, I obviously have to replace my masons at some stage, but first thing I need to do is take care of Big Guy. And I'm going to do that by setting him on fire, because I don't want to go in here swords are swinging and run the risk of him ending my series right here. So I'm just going to light him on fire here. Keep putting out this fire in order not to set the whole place alight, because there's a lot of wood over here. And this might take a little bit longer than I would like. So let's just carry on lighting the fire and hope it's over soon. Oh, no, fire, fire, fire. Oh, goodness. Okay, I did not expect this to happen. Oh, no, this is not good at all. Let's put this out. It has spread to the top floor. It has spread to the roof. This has not gone well at all. Oh, okay, I need to get outside. I need to get onto the roof, and I need to get that fire out as soon as possible, because I don't want this entire building to go up. And I'm on fire myself. This is really going very well indeed. But we're making some headway. We're getting in the fire. Oh, goodness, there's a lot of fire over here. Okay, let's get on top. Let's get this out. There we go. And I do not have a single bucket of water on me either, which is just making this absolutely ridiculous. Stop spreading. No. Okay. We're almost there. Just a little bit more here, and one more around the corner, and that's it. The fire is out, but the damage is done. Just look at this mess. And yeah, I don't even have the heart to rebuild this right now. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do here. But I can tell you one thing. I'm not gonna take care of this right now. Let's just get the stair up there. And then, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore what happened here completely for the moment, and I'm going to throw myself into building my warehouse. Now, I'll take care of this eventually, but right now, I'm just going to leave this be, and I've been thinking I might even turn it into a feature. We'll see, but right now, let's build. And we're going to be starting off with the first sorting module. So the first thing I need to do is measure it out. I'm going to have 8 chests on each because that's how far the water can flow. So let's just measure it out with some dirt over here. And just a few more blocks to go. That's all still working perfectly. Next, we're going to put down the chests, and I'm making it 5 high. That's a lot of chests indeed, but we need a lot of storage. Next up, we're adding some hoppers, a little bit of glass and redstone, and some signs, and the first module is pretty much complete. Now all we need to do is replicate this 7 more times and then build a warehouse building around it. So here we go. Finally, the entire sorting system is completed and the main structure around it has been built. It took a lot of time, it took a lot of building materials, and I didn't plan any of this out ahead, so it was all done on the fly. Now there's obviously a lot more left to do here. We need to add a bunch of details, and of course we will need to add a dock around it. However, what we've done so far is looking really amazing, and I think this is going to be fantastic once it's done. But that is all the time we have for today. I really do hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But this is Fungosaurus Rex saying until next time, beautiful people, stay awesome. Bye bye.